Welcome to my replay, guys. This is Sunday afternoon, and I just want to share you about what I did this Sunday. Well, Sunday, I did the nesting. I tried to declutter several of the rooms, not all the rooms. I'm a space clearer. I'm doing elemental space clearing. Periodically, I need to declutter my own home, because if you're not creating a sacred space inside your own house, then meaning that you don't have an extra space for new opportunity, new prosperity, new projects, abundance flowing come into your life. So I do about 2 rooms because I have 2 little children. They never ever be 100% neat. Clutter is the second nature in my house. So I did a little organizing and vacuuming, and I diffused some oil to energize and give a positive vibes in this room. I do my Young Living purification diffusing right now, and I can feel the energy already lifted up very well. I give a little black tourmaline, well, not a little, a big chunk of black tourmaline. You cannot see this. Yeah, now you can see it. And the Archangel Raphael. And another room that I work today is the other room. And in this room,
stop making a video.
Well, guys, if I take your picture and I tape you, so it can remind you not to make a new mess. Look, they start to make a new mess. Oh no. Well, keep it low, okay? Keep it tidy. Keep it tidy. They should taking a nap right now, but they just don't want to. And in this room, I diffuse RC. Oh yeah, I also did the sound healing after I tidy up a room. So my life is very noisy with 2 little children, and I just make peace with the imperfection, because as I told you before, like, clutter is my second nature, and just accept it and clean it up periodically. Don't try to be perfect, and just enjoy your life. And another thing is, I want to show you something that I really need to share, because everybody has to know about this. Since I'm a student of a space clearing training, I'm on my way to get certified as a space clearer. I make a intense tutorial or intense lesson from my teacher, Denise Linn. And just send me a beautiful email or mailing list or a newsletter that everybody needs to know about this. So I tilted into the landscape. Never say this word again, and see what changes in your life. So I'm gonna read it for you guys, and I try to make this a sacred moment for us, because you're gonna have a lot of enlightenment and a lot of insight from this email. So I'm gonna read you. Let's take a deep breath together. This is so deep, and if you're a woman, this gonna like hook your heart, because it speaks to a lot of people, I believe. So let me read it slowly for you, and just let every word sing to your heart, okay? Okay, never say this word again, and see what changes in your life. Even though it was over 45 years ago, I can remember the letter. Your mother is coming home after surgery. You should come back to help take care of her. Well, this is Denise speaking. And so this is the story of her. And she's so amazing. I really love her. I read the words again and again, and with each reading, a wave of heaviness filled me. I didn't want to go. I had managed to make my way to Hawaii and felt like I was starting a new life. I didn't want to toss it all away and go home, especially as I had had a very difficult relationship with my mother. At one point in my childhood, my mother was put in a mental institution for a couple of years because the authorities were worried she might kill me during of her violent episodes. If I went back to Ohio to take care of her, I was fairly certain that it would feel like I'd been put in a black hole. I worried if I would ever make it out again, but I know that I should go. Okay. My life up to that point had been filled with shoulds. For example, I lived by the credo that I should always be nice no matter what. I was voted the nicest person in high school. You give up a lot by always being nice. It usually means that you spend so much time pleasing others that you don't even know your own heart. Who's here the people pleaser? I used to be, and that's very normal. So this is a very important if you want to take a step ahead. After reading the letter, I walk on a white sand beach with a friend. Hey, I have to leave Hawaii and go back to take care of my mother, I said sadly. Why don't you stay here? My friend replied. I was appalled that she would say this. Everyone knew that children should take care of their parents. Of course I should go. I have to go, I said defensively. She was quiet for a while and then said softly, actually, you don't have to go. You can choose to stay. I could choose to stay? Really? I couldn't believe she said that, but her words began to sink inside of me. But if I stayed, I would feel so guilty, I finally replied. You could choose to stay, and you could also choose not to feel guilty about it, she said calmly. I abruptly stopped walking. My life had been so focused on pleasing everyone at all costs that it never occurred to me that I had a choice. Something shifted inside of me. I didn't have to go, and I didn't have to feel guilty. My reaction to this felt something akin to humans seeing fire for the first time. It was revolutionary. I realized that guilt is a way of punishing ourselves when we don't do what we should do. And I realized that I didn't need to punish myself anymore. Life was hard enough on me without adding the burden of additional self-punishment. I asked myself, what if I deleted all the shoulds in life? I became still and listened to my soul. The soul indeed knows the truth and loves the truth. The truth was that I had choices in life, and when I knew a choice was right for me, I could choose it without guilt. A whole new world had opened up for me. I realized that I didn't have to live my life according to the dictates of others. I didn't have to feel guilty about my life choices. In some ways, it even felt like guilt was a way of not taking responsibility for my life choices. In the end, I didn't go to Ohio. For the most part, I didn't feel guilty about my choice. Amazingly, my relationship with my mother improved. It was as if her soul didn't want me to be with her out of guilt either. So this is a new way of seeing the world, ignited a whole new cycle in my life. I began to delete the word should from my vocabulary. Hi, Natural Aroma. I'm just reading a beautiful letter from Denise Linn, my space clearing teacher, and you can catch up my replay to follow it from the beginning. Hi, Pam. So it is a beautiful letter from my space clearing teacher. I'm doing an elemental space clearing, and if you catch out from the first and from the beginning, it really catch your heart. So I began to delete the word of should from my vocabulary, and it made all the difference. Now, in my life, for the most part, I only make promises that I keep, and I really want to keep. I very rarely feel there is something that I should do. I either do or don't do. So no should, because should is a very gray area. So this is the exercise that I want to share with all you guys. Okay, exercise. Let's do it together, yay! Try this whenever you get lured by guilt or something you think you should do but don't want to. Change your inner dialogue. Instead of saying, I should answer all my emails immediately, change it to, I could answer all my emails immediately, but I choose not to do so at this time. Okay, and second exercise is, instead of saying, I should call my mother every week, change it to, I could call my mother, but I choose not to do at this time. And point 3, the truth is that you could answer all your emails or you can call your mother every week. If someone paid you $1 million to do so, you'd probably do it in a heartbeat. And the truth is that you are choosing not to at this time. As a suggestion, for 1 week, eliminate all the word of should from your vocabulary, and you will most likely notice a huge influx of energy into your life. Many blessings to you on your journey, Denise Linn. It really got my heart. The first time I read it, it really got my heart. Like, this email speaks for so many women out there. The people pleaser, those who live and so afraid by what other people think about me, what other people are gonna say about me. And never say should. Just do it or don't. If you got an invitation, birthday invitation, don't come just because you feel you should come. And just don't do the RSVP because you should come, because, oh my God. Yeah, so catch the replay. Do something for yourself. Do something that really you want to do from your heart. And do decluttering little by little, one room every day or one drawer every day. Not to be perfect, not to be done completely at one day. Declutter little by little, and you will have a new sacred space for new opportunity, new prosperity, new abundance, new customers, new clients, new projects, new fresh income, and everything good in your life. So thank you so much, guy, who keeps sticking up with me. And I hope you have a nice weekend. Have a nice new week ahead. And aloha. Bye-bye.